start by first of all, bless over the Taglit, the prayer shawl, and say, Baruch Ata Adonai, אלוקינו מלך העולם, שקידשנו במצוותיו, וציוונו להתעטף בציצית.
Amen.
First, before even starting reading the parasha, if each and every one of you can explain in few words, why did you choose to celebrate Bar or Bat Mitzvah here now? Adam, you go first.
Okay. Well, I decided that the best place to have a Bar Mitzvah would be in the holy state of Israel. I figured nothing says Jewish quite like what Israel represents. And in that respect, I figured better to get a Bar Mitzvah here than back home because it would be holier here, in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion.
When I was younger, I never wanted to get one, and I really regretted it, so I figured I might as well get one here.
The Rabbi Hillel told me it'd be a lot easier here, so why not?
Alright, so we go by... Now, what we will read now is the parasha. It's like one of the best parashas in the whole Torah. The whole of the parasha is Exodus. Read it out loud. I want the audience. You remember. And you can come closer.
And the Lord said unto Moses...
And you read it out loud and you come closer.
Okay. And the Lord said unto Moses, See, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto the Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. And I will harden the Pharaoh's heart and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt, and bring forth mine armies, even my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt, by great judgments. And the Egyptians shall know I am the Lord, when I stretch forth mine hand upon Egypt, and bring the children of Israel from among them. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded them, so did they. And Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old, when they spake unto Pharaoh. The Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, When the Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, Shew a miracle for you, and then thou shalt say unto Aaron, Take thy rod and cast it before the Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before the Pharaoh, and before his servants, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now magicians of Egypt. They also did in like the manner with which their enchanters. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods. And the heart of the Pharaoh was hardened, and he hearkened not unto them as the Lord had said. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened, he refuseth to let the people go. Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning. Lo, he goeth out unto the water. And thou shalt stand by the river's brink against he come. And the rod which was turned to a serpent shall take in thine hand. And thou shalt say unto him, The Lord God of the Hebrews hath sent me unto thee, saying, Let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. Behold, hereto thou wouldst not hear. Thus saith the Lord, And this shall know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is mine hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood. And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe to drink of the water of the river. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Take thy rod and stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their ponds, and upon all of their pools of water, that they may become Goshen, in which my people may dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there. And in the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth.
Division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be. And the Lord did so. And there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into the servants' houses, and in all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted by the reason of the swarm of flies. And Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron, and said, Go ye, sacrifice your God in the land. And Moses said, It is not meet so to do, for we shall sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians to the Lord of our God. Lo, shall we sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians before their eyes, and they will not stone us. We will go 3 days' journey into the wilderness and sacrifice to the Lord our God, as he shall command us. And Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that ye may sacrifice to the Lord your God in the wilderness. Only ye shall not go very far away, retreat from me. And Moses said, Behold, I go out from thee, and I will entreat the Lord the swarms of flies may depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, from his people, tomorrow. But let not Pharaoh deal deceitfully any more, in not letting the people go to sacrifice the Lord. And Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and he removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh and his servants, and from his people. There remained not one. And Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also, neither would he let the people go. Then the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh and tell him, Thus said the Lord, God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the land of the Lord is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain. And the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel.
And the Lord appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. And the Lord did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died. But of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. And the Lord said unto Moses and unto Aaron, Take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in sight of Pharaoh. And it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Egypt. And they took ashes from the furnace and stood before Pharaoh. Moses sprinkled it up towards heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast. The magicians could not stand before Moses, because the boils upon the magicians and all upon the Egyptians. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had spoken unto Moses. And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee, and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from this earth. And in very deed of this cause I have raised thee up to shew thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. As yet exaltest thou thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go. Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, and such hath not been Egypt since the foundation thereof until now.
All of you, please. Which one? More. Right. We're not there yet. And after you read the parasha, after you finish reading the story of the week, which we had very lucky, like the real Let My People Go story, there is a tradition, so Shai, be careful. I'm just saying, after, let's make sure that we leave it clean as we got it. Ready, steady, go.
Ow! Who got that one?
All right. So now what we will do is a mitzvah, a bar or bat mitzvah. A mitzvah is a commandment that you take upon yourself. When you're 13 for a boy, 12 for a girl, or in that case, whenever you feel ready to do it. Now, we're taking mitzvah, but a mitzvah has to be something that you can measure, something with a deadline, something. It's not like just like, I will try to be a better person. That's not a mitzvah. A mitzvah is something doable. So we'll first hear the explanation. What, again, in that order. Adam, what is the mitzvah that you took upon yourself to do?
The mitzvah I took upon myself was, Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's possessions. The reason being, I've lost a number of video games that I've lent out to people before, and I realized that it's more relevant today than it's ever been before, that we must not covet thy neighbor's possessions, or in English, we don't steal from each other. And so, as long as I make sure that I never, ever, ever steal from anyone, that's a measurable mitzvah.
Right. So never ever steal from anyone. Never ever.
Never, ever.
Wow, that's a hard mitzvah. Jane, what is the mitzvah that you took upon yourself?
At school, my team has a lot of volunteer opportunities, so I want to volunteer at least twice before I leave and like read books to children or just do stuff in the community.
So at least twice before the end of the semester?
Yeah, before the end of the semester.
Which is when?
May.
May. Twice till May. Everybody here is a witness. Our witnesses. Hannah.
I've chosen that when I get home, I'm going to join the Big Brothers Big Sisters, and as a big sister, I pledge that as long as I can, or as much as I can, at least 2 times a month, I'm going to be there for my little.
What is the deadline? What is the deadline?
As long as I can go. Because you can,
Okay, but what is the minimum?
twice a month, 2 days a month.
2 days a month. For a year, that's a minimum?
As
For
long
less
as I
than
can. Or whenever.
Alright. We have 3 people to bless each and every one. Am I right? So, first, who's blessing Adam? Adam. So I'm blessing Adam. I think, Adam, during this entire journey, even without wearing the Mensch of the Day t-shirt, you were a person to look up to. You were a mensch. And I think I'm privileged to meet you as a person. And I think I learned a lot. I think we all learned a lot, but I'm talking for myself. I think during this entire journey, you took it all in. You really came here to understand, to learn, and to become a better person and to try to influence and make your tikkun olam and makes the other people becoming better person, the other mishpucha members. And I'm thanking you for who you are and what you taught me and the privilege that I had in order that we can meet. So thank you, Adam. Mazal tov.
Mazel tov.
Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse, but even though I've only known Jen for like 10 days, I feel like we're cousins.
Come closer.
I feel like we're related and that we've known each other for so long.
Beautiful.
And I'm really like fortunate to like enjoy this experience with her. It means a lot to her. And I bless you with a lifetime of success and happiness and all that you bring. And you're amazing.
I've known Hannah since freshman year of high school. Sorry. I've known her since we were freshmen in high school, and throughout that time, she's been a fantastic friend. I admire her leadership a lot. She's very good at standing in front of a crowd of people and having people listen to her. She is extremely funny. She's a very fun person to be around, and she's somebody that I know I can always count on, and that I know she's going to be fantastic in the army when she decides to go with that, or if she changes her mind, she will be absolutely fantastic at whatever you decide to do. And I'm very glad we've been your friend about this.
And now to end the ceremony, one big mishpucha hug. Everybody in
We need to have Hora. Everyone in the ocean! Yeah! Alright guys, make sure that you guys pick up all the